I let I think my environment lead me to what colours and what is going to be on the canvas, because my environment really affects how I move. Where like, if I'm listening to a certain type of music, because I normally paint when there's music on, then if that music has got a certain beat, I'll be painting to that beat, and you can kind of see that in the artwork. And like with criminals and stuff, when they write a certain message, you can always tell what kind of personality they have. So a lot of investigators will look at the person's writing. So it's the same with my artwork. So my art will be very expressive and movement orientated depending on how I feel. I'm Ariel Katzir. I'm based in Boorloo, Perth, Australia, and I'm a visual artist of all kinds, really. So I always count it from when I started my ABN. If I'm talking about official, it's ABN, so it's 2024 is when I became a professional artist. So, but obviously painting since you're able to pick up a pen. But yeah, professionally 2024. Inspired and motivated definitely comes from the world around me. I would say the more I experience life is the more things are flooding in, the more things that I want to draw and create. So the world around me, definitely. I have a lot of moments where things are flooding in. So if anything, I get the opposite. I get too many ideas coming in when it becomes almost overwhelming. And because of that, I will tend to focus generally on one colour to calm what's happening in my brain, because the more colours I use, the more ideas are flooding in, and the more I experience, again, the more ideas are coming in. So if I focus on one colour, one motion, one figure, I'm able to channel my ideas. So I would say I have the opposite problem where, I don't get creative blocks, but I do get procrastination, and that comes from the overwhelming ideas that I have and not being able to execute them all. I have this little notepad next to me in my car because I find a lot of ideas come when I'm driving. Obviously you can't write and drive, so at the traffic lights, quickly writing them down. So procrastination, yes. Creative blocks, no. Mental fatigue. Yeah, you just take a break, and then I find the ocean. If I like to have my studio near water or a body of water, and I find the ocean resets me. Yeah. I can name a few. It really depends who I'm working with, but because I love to collaborate with others, other artists, other companies, groups, I find sometimes you clash with those people or clash with those groups, and you just got to overcome, okay, how am I going to work? At the end of the day, how am I going to work with this person, or how can we get through this in a positive way and create a beautiful product or create a beautiful creative flow. But sometimes it's brilliant. Sometimes you don't have those clashes. But yeah, the challenge is working with different people and figuring out a way to work comfortably with them. Yeah. Well, a lot of my feedback actually comes from social media. So I put myself out there a lot on social media and different platforms. And then obviously you get people commenting, you get people saying things, sometimes good, sometimes bad, but mostly good. But when the bad comes, you just take it as it is, and then you get to see other people's point of view, and you're like, cool, and then you just move on with your life. But the platform is there to share and care, so I'm not going to say no to negative feedback. So, but the positive feedback's always great. I would say collaborations are probably 50% of my work. A lot of the time, if I'm doing commissions or my own practice, I'll be in the studio by myself for long periods of time. So I find collaborations really help me to branch out into the community and learn things from other people. And so I would say they're a big part of my practice. Without them, I wouldn't have that really nice balance of alone time and community time. So yeah. Oh, I would say musicians are my biggest influence, and it's always changing. I love obviously working with locals. Sometimes I'll be just sitting and listening to the radio, and just from the music, a lot of ideas will flood in. And yeah, musicians I think are just a next level. The fact that you can pick up this object and create sound from it, that just blows my mind. I guess artists do the same with a paintbrush. You know, you're able to pick up a paintbrush and just create this really cool, unique painting or drawing or whatever. But yeah, musicians, they just blow my mind. I think because I can't do it, that I just appreciate it so much, but also what they create helps me create. So their creative energy, I kind of feed off that and then create art from it as well. Yeah. I feel like they're all my babies, so I'm so proud of them. Every piece I make is like, you know, I'm so proud of it, and I'm like, cool, I made something. But after I make it, I'm able to let it go. But I would say currently, I'm really proud of the clay work I'm doing. So I'm dipping my toes into more sculptural work, and I'm really proud of the silver ear collection I'm doing. And that's based around music and where I feel music and how I feel music. Themes and messages. I'm like so many. It really depends what music I'm listening to at the time and who I'm working with. So I feed off, again, the energy of the music, the energy of the person. So when I'm collaborating, whatever that person is giving me in the sense of feelings, emotions, energy, I'll feed off that, and then I'll translate that into the painting, whether it be through movement, through color. Yes, a person's voice will have a certain color to me, so I'll use that as the background of a color, and then layers will build. Yeah. I've done a lot of community projects, and I've done a few murals around the place, whether it just be by myself or with schools, community groups. It's nice because then you get to banter, you get to have a moment in time with a group of people and just share an experience through art, which I find is like really non-threatening. It's very fun and very opening, and people seem to just relax around art. So yeah, public art, murals, all that kind of stuff. I hope that I can just keep doing this for the next 5 years. I just want to keep creating, keep learning, maybe even travel with my art. I've sold a few pieces overseas, but it would be nice to physically go overseas and do some shows over there, and do some maybe collaborations with artists overseas. Obviously I love working local, but I'm always keen to learn, keen to travel, and yeah.